Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is the Community Pod, and I am your host, Lester Class. Each and every episode is going to be filled with amazing stories from amazing people. You will hear the different journeys people went through, or are still going through, to be able to do what they love. From the failures to the successes and everything in between. This is a place to get to know the person behind their passion, because people only get to see the successes and not what it took to get there. If this is your first time tuning in, please subscribe and leave a review if you love the content. Now finally, I would love to welcome you to the Community Pod. What's going on, everyone? This is Lester Class, your host here at the Community Pod. I got an amazing guest in the building. Not only is he an artist, but he is also a clothing brand owner, co-owned, correct?
Co-owned, yeah. Designer.
I got Sammad in the building. What's going on?
What's good, man?
What's up?
Chilling, man.
Chilling? So, I guess where I usually start from is, like, basically tell me, like, where you're from and everything, where you grew up.
I was born in New Brunswick, but I was raised in Carteret all my life type shit, so we went, like, growing up and all that. Growing up, it was just regular shit, just having fun, doing kid shit, go to school, come out, hang with your friends, like.
If you could do me a favor, just bring the mic a little bit closer to you. So you want it like a fist in front of you?
All right, yeah, got you.
All right, cool. So when was it that you found your passion for, whether it was music or clothing brand or both?
All right, so for clothing, like, I always been into clothes since, like, elementary school. I ain't gonna lie. Like, it first started with, like, Jordans, you know, like, this little streetwear stuff.
Yeah.
And then eventually it got to, like, skate brands. Then from skate brands, I started getting into designer clothes. And it just kept going on from there and there. Like, I always into that shit. Like, even, like, in middle school, I was supposed to start a clothing brand way before, but I never did it because I ain't had the money to.
Okay.
But I always wanted to, take clothes I had, like, old clothes, and just distress the jeans, make it ripped up or something like that. Like, I always was into, like, designing clothes, just making this shit, like. But with the music shit, that ain't really come till, like, later on. But I do, like, remember, like, in first grade, I never told nobody this, but first grade, we was doing, like, some work for, like, rhyming words.
Mm.
And then I remember, like, I was saying, like, I don't want to do this. I want to be a rapper, and like that. And my teacher was like, if you want to rap, you're going to have to learn how to rhyme. And all that stuff, I was like, word. And I just thought about, like, damn, I really did want to be on that mad young. But I ain't never take it serious until like, a year and a half ago. So,
Got you. And so was there ever a time in your life, right, where it kind of altered your mindset or maybe changed you as a human, whether it was a horrific event or just something in your life that really made you who you are today?
As far as, like, starting it, like, wanting to, like, pursue it, or just
like, just, you know what I'm saying, like something like when I ask that question, it's really just to get to know you as an individual, right? Like, what has built Sammad? What experiences in his life has created the individual that you are today?
Whereas, man, I don't know what should I start with. Like, it's just so much stuff. Like, I mean, just one, growing up with a single mom.
Yeah.
You already know that's most people's struggle story. Single mom, dad locked up, in and out of jail, regular stuff like that. What else? I don't
It's
know.
cool.
It's like, yeah, I don't know, like, horrific moments, like,
or like anything, like, the reason I ask is because I feel like in order to build character or in order to be who you are, you've had to have experiences in your life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Things that has happened to you, or things that really, or people you've met that you were able to be like, damn, I want to be like them, or like, I don't want to be like them. Yeah.
Like so, like, first inspiration I probably had to, like, get into, like, clothes and fashion probably was, like, A$AP Rocky, for sure. 2012, 2013, for me, when he was talking about Jeremy Scott, Rassam, Rick Owens, all that shit, before niggas was even on that shit. So, yeah, he probably the first niggas that made me want to get into that. And then rapping, I just always liked music, so it was just like, but if I had to name somebody that, like, really was, like, who I could look up to, like, growing up, my favorite rapper was probably, like, 50 Cent, Lil Wayne.
Okay.
So, you know, that's two legends, like, everybody know. For me, they been did this, so I feel like those probably the two people that I say like for music wise.
You look up to?
Yeah.
All right. So that being said, like that you mentioned that and your sound, right? Because I've listened to a few of your songs. I listened to shit. I listened to your recent one.
Dead to Me.
Dead to Me.
Yeah.
And also there was one other one, I don't remember the name of it, but it was also hard as well. But your sound compared to 50 Cent and a Lil Wayne or even an A$AP Rocky is very different.
Hell yeah.
I very much hear a very, correct me if I'm wrong, but I hear like a very like Playboy Cardi, Lil Uzi, like very like
out of tune.
Yeah.
Rap type shit.
But it was
like
hard
that.
as hell.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So how did you find your sound?
I guess you could say them too, cause it's like I grew up listening to them. Like I remember I was bumping Cardi when he would first drop Broke Boy and all that. So
Yeah,
I was on that early. Uzi too, well, Money Longer and all that. My sound just came from just making music that I like listening to. So that's the type of sound I like. I like underground rappers. Feel me? Like
yeah,
I don't really listen to mainstream people like that. I
Yeah,
ain't
yeah.
gonna lie. Like the most I probably listen to is like a Cardi or someone like the Strong Lonely. But he just now not underground. He just now starting to get his buzz now. But besides that, yeah, I really just make music I like listening to.
yeah.
So it's like
So my biggest thing, right, is that if I ask you your top five, I feel like Cardi's gonna be in your top five right now, right? Am I wrong?
Like top five as far as like
Who you listening to?
top five who I listen to. Yeah, but I ain't really listen to Cardi like that no more because like I'm waiting for his new shit.
Okay.
But I still can bump a whole lot of Red and all that. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The reason I say that is because I've had a lot of artists come on here from all different walks of life, different genres of music, and
Yeah.
different styles of music, and all of them have said that Cardi has been able to put out a different kind of music and
Hell
just
yeah.
a different artist.
Hell yeah.
And
He inspired me too, bro. 'Cause, yeah, hell yeah. He changed the game. For sure.
For real? Can you?
Changed-
So I'm still trying to get on that wave of Cardi. I know there might be a lot of Cardi fans
Yeah.
that are listening to
They
this.
probably gonna be your ass if you say anything crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
But my biggest thing is like, so from your point of view, why is Cardi such is the artist that he is? What makes him so different from everyone else?
Without sounding like no dick right? Nah, he just cause the whole rock and rage shit, like that's probably what really got him like, cause he kind of always been on some punk shit, but it was just at a lesser degree, cause you know when you come from the hood, you don't really want to get into that, cause you know they gonna say like some white shit, some gay shit, some weird shit, like, but like he's probably one of the first people that took it that lane, like I'm about to go some whole vampire, all black shit and make it look cool.
Yeah.
To the point where like niggas from the hood start doing that shit, like damn, this shit got kind of fire, like type shit. So I think that, and just overall like the music just came through, and then like I think like TikTok played a big part in that too.
Okay.
Cause it made his music get a little more viral. Cause he kind of still was underground even after the Magnolia shit a little bit, kind of like you couldn't tell anybody like, oh, Playboy Cardi. They don't know what that is. So I think after he changed that up, I just end that whole mysterious shit. A lot of people never know what he's got going on compared to other rappers. Like every other rapper's like me in your face, in your face, in your face. Cardi more some like laid back. And then when I drop, that's what I'm gonna post. For me, so
Gotcha.
yeah.
So, right, getting back into you, right? So pause. But what I want to ask is, I know that you handle doing clothes as well, not only being an artist. Do you love one aspect of it more than the other? Like, do you love music more, or do you love making music more, or do you love making clothing more?
That's a good ass question. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like honestly, cause like I'll have to say fashion, clothes and stuff, just cause like I just love getting fly. Like I just love wearing fly clothes, putting on fly shit. Like I love music too, but like I could do without music.
Okay.
I'm always gonna want to get fly. I'm always gonna want to wear like some like get a new piece or just I should just like that's why I want to like walk on a runway one day. I ain't gonna lie. So hopefully they watch this shit and they see me.
So that I feel like answers the question. So your passion lies within fashion designing.
Yeah.
Okay. So what in what aspect of clothing, right, is your favorite? What is your favorite pieces to make, or what is the style of the clothing that you enjoy making?
Enjoy making.
Yeah.
I'm a this one of the most recent thing we did make. Me and my brother Nazir 5 or Nazir Cinco. Uh, but if I had to say like if I had to pick one, two, it'd probably be like jeans.
Jeans. Okay.
Yeah, jeans or like a jacket, like something
Okay.
like outerwear, something like that.
Okay.
Cause you could get more creative compared to like a shirt or a hoodie.
Okay.
There's only so much you could do.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I say like a shirt and a hoodie, but like, I mean jacket and jeans.
Okay. So when you make clothing, right, and the I guess the category of clothing that you fall under,
Mm.
do you consider you guys like a streetwear brand?
I mean people could say that, but I'm trying to get more into like this is high end designer.
Okay.
I'm not trying to like. That's why I don't. Me and my brother, we don't drop too often because we really want like what we drop to be that like everything has to be potent hit.
Yeah.
Cause like I said, well before we had got on this, I was saying like how like you can't just be dropping anything, cause there's already too many brands out. So you really gotta like sit back, get creative. I don't know if you gotta smoke a blunt or do something, but like for me, get in your zone and really
Yeah.
create some shit that people gonna say like, nah, this is hard, like,
Yeah.
and buy that shit, cause it's a new brand every day, bro.
Exactly. So you getting into clothing, the fact that you said there's new brands every day, how do you make sure that your brand stands out from the rest? Because there's a whole bunch of people that do clothing,
Mm.
and it's a mix of people. I feel like there's people that do clothing just because they can make money off of it, and then there's people that actually enjoy making it because they want to make quality stuff. So
Yeah.
how do you stand out from people?
Just like I said, just creating things that people aren't doing. Even though there's no new idea under the sun, but
Mhm.
it's always a ways to like take something from what someone did in the past and revamp it until you're something that's way cooler or way newer. So I
Yeah.
feel like what makes us different is that we just not trying to make it a streetwear brand, like just merchy. Like for me, a lot of people brands be like merchy, like some shit you'll buy at a tour or a concert. Like it's not some shit that like I want to wear this with some other designer shit because this shit is so fly. I can't wear this with no sweatpants.
Mm-hmm.
That type of shit. So yeah, I feel like quality over quantity.
Okay. I actually said that recently.
It's sad.
But so when it comes to, you know what I mean, like doing the designer clothing that you want to do, right?
Yeah.
What is an aspect, well, what is something that you have to do all the time when making clothing in order for it to have a reach?
For it to like get out to people.
Yeah.
The best thing I could tell anybody that's up and coming, I'm fake giving the sauce out a little bit, but I feel like you should know if you get into it. Get influencers, some people that, for me, people that get idolized, you know? Because if they wearing your shit, then I'm like, damn, that shit hard, and I want to wear that shit. Like, if I was to get Cardi in this shit, everybody sold out, for me?
Yeah.
So I feel like get influencers in it and pop-up shops.
Okay.
You gotta get people to pull up and see y'all vibe, how y'all act, how y'all interact with people. For me, become a family with them, and yeah, pop up and traveling too. You gotta travel all the major cities and hit those people and get in contact with people. For me, because it's not what you know, so you know for sure. Like
Yeah.
you could be working your ass off, and if nobody know you,
It don't matter.
shit don't matter about nothing.
So when you say, so you've done pop-ups before
Yeah,
and you've traveled before
yeah.
the brand. So where do you feel like you got the most love from your clothing?
Honestly, it's really like the Northeast, like Jersey and New York right now. But it's a few people like Cali, but it's not like a big audience yet. But it's people out there that have bought on the site. You know what I'm saying? So I know it's people that really generally fuck with our shit.
Yeah.
But I say mainly New York and New Jersey.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what is the best feeling of having a clothing brand?
Knowing that it's your shit and you own it.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And just overall, because it's just fly shit. I just like fly shit. Like, anything that just fly hard, like, I'm just jacking that.
Okay.
Just
Do you feel like you've always had style, like growing up, or like if you didn't, when do you feel like you were like, all right, this is my style?
I feel like I always had style because even when it wasn't on no designer shit, it was on some skate shit. Like, or if it wasn't on some skate shit, it was on some, like, for me, some cool pretty boy. Fly, for me, a little athlete shit, because I still hoop too, but I always was able to put a fit together Whether it was like some designer shit, streetwear shit, skate brand shit, athlete shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was always able to do that.
Okay. Well, I can speak for myself. I don't think I found my style till after high school because of uniform.
Oh yeah.
That was definitely holding.
That probably was the worst, bro.
Yeah, bro. We would have to bring our pop outfits to school, and sometimes we didn't even be hitting like that.
You gotta pay money to wear regular clothes. Like what?
For those that don't know, me and Sammad, we went to school together in high
hell
school. We were part of a program called JAG and everything, and we definitely learned a lot from each other. I feel like,
Hell yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
I know that we
Vice versa.
appreciate it. So I would like to get into one aspect of that, right?
Mm.
Because we were able to do something one-on-one that it was because of that class. So I always wanted to know, how was it me helping you with public speaking?
That shit actually mean a lot because niggas be nervous sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you sweat. Like, I remember we went to that one event. I blew that shit.
Really?
Yeah, the public speaking shit. I had the whole shit written down. But then when we had left, I didn't have the paper.
Okay.
And then the shit was in my phone, but it was in my notes, and it was like too much.
Yeah.
So it was like, I'm looking on my phone. It's 7 people all here on the table. I was just mad nervous. Fuck that shit up. It was over for that. But nah, yeah. I think you definitely did, like, even just watching you do it, it'd be like, damn, like, for me, I don't know if maybe you do be nervous, but you don't show it, but you look confident when you do it, so.
So, to answer your question, I think every time I'm nervous. Every time I sit down, I'm nervous. Like, I'm doing this because at the end of the day, like, I know that I'll make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not perfect. I'm not going to be able to say exactly what I want to say every time. There's times I've said things in a podcast where I didn't say it correctly, but I wish I would have said it differently, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, yeah, like, I know if I don't look like I show it, bro, like, it's definitely nerve-wracking to talk to a lot of people.
Hell yeah.
It always is. But, like, at the end of the day, like, one thing I feel like we both took from that class, shout out Ms. Baker because I know she watches this sometimes.
Shout out her.
So, at the end, like, it's one thing that we've taken outside of school and was like, yeah, networking is important as hell.
Hell yeah.
So, when it comes to clothing and everything, as well as being an artist, how important is networking in your daily life?
Hella important, bro. Like, I'm telling you, like I said before, it's not what you know, it's who you know. I'm telling you, because, like, you could know a lot of shit and get this, like, you could be doing all the things you're supposed to be doing, but sometimes you still need that cosign to get off the ground, you feel me?
Yeah.
So people could really look at you, take you serious, because it's like, there's just so much shit going on. People got their own shit going on. And you know how people don't want to support nobody, especially if they know you. It's like, oh, shit, I know this nigga. Hell no, I don't want him to be somebody. Hell no. Niggas don't believe in themselves, so it's like, why you believing in yourself? That's how the niggas be looking at it.
Yeah.
So you got to network. You got to surround yourself with people that on the same shit you on. Or even if they not, like, say, they not making clothes too, but they rapping. Still, like, y'all could go hand in hand. It's like, yo, when you at a show where this, you promote him and he promote him because it's like, I'm going to post you on my shit. It's like, you just got to just work, bro. I'm telling you. That shit going to pay off.
Exactly. I feel like, so before I ask that question, you said something that people don't want to support you if they know you, right? And that is 100% true. There's a lot of people. I'm not saying that's everybody, but I feel like that there's a lot of people that are just like, I don't want to support you because I know you. Like, that's weird.
It's weird as hell, but I
wanted to ask, why do you feel like people think like that?
It just comes from either the self-hate or just like, they just feel like they know you. So it's like, why would he be doing something better than me? It just don't make sense to them. Like, I'm not supporting him. Or it's some people that, like, support you from afar, but they're not going to let you know that they fuck with your shit. Like, it's probably people that watch your podcast all the time, but never's going to like nothing, not going to comment. This is going to be a view in the system. Like, that's how people are sometimes. Like, they don't want to show it, but it's what it is. Like, and then other people is like, either they never had no aspirations or dreams, or if they did, they gave up on it because either their parents told them something else or their friends is like, bro, come on, we ain't doing that shit, bro. Like, for me, go to job, go to college. For me, wait, ain't nothing wrong with that, but if you really want to, for me, be the 1%. Yeah. I'm trying to be the 1%. I ain't trying to be the 99%. So.
What is 1% to you? What does that 1% mean to you?
Just financial freedom. Be able to do whatever I want. Take care of my family. Know my mom straight. Everybody good. I'm just overall just happy. Like,
Yeah.
just happy as hell. Like,
I think so. It's crazy because I spoke to my mother not too long ago. I'm gonna make this real short, but like parents, they worry about what your future looks like, and they just want you to have money. They want you to be good. That's what parents care about. And I told her, I was like, listen, like, I know that our normal because we aren't rich. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, not.
Like, but our normal is different from a rich person's normal. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yes, they got struggles. Yes, they got things they got to pay. Yes, there's things that is similar to us. But at the end of the day, if you are managing yourself and doing your own thing, who's telling you can't go to see your grandma in the hospital?
Yeah.
Like, you could right now. Like, I'm working a job where, like, if I go and I be like, hey, can I take some time off? I could probably get a no.
Exactly.
And I'm not trying to be like that. That financial freedom that you're talking about, my biggest thing is that freedom part. Where, like, yes, I would love to have money, but that freedom to be like, hey, I want to go on vacation.
Exactly.
Hey, you know what?
It's not just about the money. It's what the money could do for you.
Exactly.
So.
And then just the fact that you're able to stand on your own feet and be like, I did this.
Yeah.
And I always tell my mother, like, my biggest thing is I want to create a different reality for the future.
Yeah.
For myself and my family.
Yeah.
Because our reality right now is go to college, get a job, and you know what I'm saying, like work at some place and then to retire.
Get a pension.
Exactly.
Shit like that.
But that's not what I see in my future. What is
it? It's two different generations, bro. Like, they didn't grow up with all these phones and computers where it's like I could really just blow up off Instagram and make mad money. I could go viral on TikTok and get paid off TikTok. I could become a rapper and make one hit song and that shit is up. Now you up. Like, they never had those type of success stories when they were growing up.
Yeah.
So it just don't sound like they can't even fathom that shit. Like, it's like, what? You know what I mean? Like, even if you try to break it down to them, it's still kind of like far-fetched to them because it just don't sound real.
Exactly. And then they see other people do it, and it's just
they got
like
lucky type shit. I already know, bro. Cause
like, it's not that. Yeah, of course it takes an opportunity.
Yeah,
it's not luck. It's the fact that they chased an opportunity
long enough.
You know what I'm saying?
That too. Like, you gotta chase that shit long enough too. Yeah.
You have to keep pursuing your dream. The moment you stop, nothing else is gonna happen for you.
Once you quit, you guarantee loss.
Exactly. But if you keep going, it's not a guarantee that you're gonna lose.
If you would have like kept going one more day,
it could have happened.
Phone call could have got made. Exactly. You could have got signed. Could have anything. Like,
my biggest thing, right? Before I want to get right back into talking about you, but my biggest thing, like, people can't admit when somebody around you or somebody that's made it, even if they're younger than you, was able to do something type shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for example, I can say and not feel ashamed to the point where I feel like, listen, I can say I look up to Kai Sammad. He's younger than me, but at the end of the day,
I'm heavy.
Bro, he was able to do something that no one his age was able to do. He made history, bro. Like, the fact that he was able to do that, it just shows that it's not impossible.
Exactly.
But also, it can't be possible for people who are not trying to put the work in.
Exactly.
You can't say that he got lucky. You can't say he didn't.
I don't know.
Man did a 30-day stream,
too.
Bro.
That's like, I was watching that shit. I subbed to that shit. I was watching it 210.
Bro, 30-day stream. Don't tell me he didn't work his ass off.
Exactly.
Don't tell me that's luck.
That's the type of shit you got to do.
You got to work your ass off to be at a level like he is. Work your ass off, and don't expect for you to just post a video one day and it's gonna blow up. Yeah. Work your ass off. You're not willing to work your ass off. It's not the field for you. Then go get a job working for somebody else, and then try to do something else with it. Yeah. But if you're trying to be a creative and you're trying to pursue a creative field and you're not willing to put that work in, then don't start, because then you're not willing to actually put that work in, or maybe it's not even something you love doing.
Exactly.
So yeah.
And at that point, you just getting in somebody's way.
Exactly.
That really want to do that shit.
But yeah, so back to talking about you, right? How do you balance, your normal life of having to, because you, as of right now, you more than likely are working a regular job right now, but also doing your music as well as, making your clothing, because you need to have something to give you that money to pursue your passion, right? So how do you balance all of it?
Shit, you just do it. Like, for me, like, I don't even think about this shit. I just be doing shit. Like, I'm not working right now though, but I just straight music and clothes right now. But nah, even when I was working, something about having the balls was right with me. I ain't gonna lie. I just like making my own money. I always been like that. Like even when I was young, like in middle school, I was selling candy. Before school, I would get a bunch of candy and sell that shit until someone snitched on me, and then it was over for that. But even from there, just like it was just so much different things. I just even before I was making clothes, I was selling clothes, selling sneakers, making sneaker pages, selling that shit, reselling. You know, resellers.
Yeah.
Basically doing that, camping out for drops at like 2 in the morning. It's fucking freezing.
Yeah.
It's me and my boy. So many different like shit like that, just to make some money. Like I always on some entrepreneur first, and then like I treat a job like a side hustle. Yeah. If I get it, it's like it's for this, so I can invest into this.
Exactly.
So it's like
that's where I'm at right now too. Like, I have my job that's providing me the money to support this, and eventually I hope that, you know what I'm saying, like whoever's watching this, you know, the goal is to eventually be able to do this full time and not have to worry about nothing else. And then, you know what I mean, I'll put more episodes out. But so when it comes to, you know what I mean, getting in the studio and making the music, and is there any pressure every time that you walk into the studio? Because I don't know what the studio life is like.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely depends on who you're around, but like every time I go in the studio, that's why I like recording myself. I like to record myself compared to like going to studios. Because there's too many opinions, too many eyeballs. You start getting nervous, like, oh, shit, hold on. And then sometimes, like, when I be in the studio, I run into, like, niggas, like, I was in the studio, like, the other day. I ran into Slime Cito. You probably don't know what that is, but he, like, an underground rapper.
Okay.
He lit, but, like, the average person probably wouldn't know him. But Slime Cito, Big Smoke Chapo, Beezy, like, little shit like that. You just walk into the studio, and then these niggas there. And it's like, if your shit hard enough, niggas might say, yo, what is that? Or, like, we should work, or let me hop on that one. Feel me?
Yeah.
Type shit.
So, I'm guessing you able to do this stuff. You have a team around you, right?
Yeah.
So, if you who is your team, and what do they mean to you?
So my team is really me and my brother Nazir.
Okay.
Yeah. So me and my brother, and then like Sean Rare. He got his own brand, Lost Star Club. Ruler Bands. He a rapper. For me, and I guess that's probably it. And there's like there's other people, but like we not like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's probably the main people. We just making clothes.
Yeah.
And rapping.
Okay.
Type shit.
And what, like, to get in depth, I don't feel like I could be wrong, but do they know how much they mean to how much they mean to you?
They should know shit. I mean, said they should know, but I think so.
Yeah.
My brother for sure, cause like me and my brother only a year some change apart. So it's like, and we always share the room till we got like to high school. Shit was always like, we always was like that.
Yeah.
Like if you seen me, you seen him. So we always had that bond. You don't gotta question that. But Sean and Ruler, they know for sure. Like they know that's one niggas.
Do you think that you'd be in the place in your life without your brother there for you?
My blood brother Nas?
Yeah.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. God forbid anything happens to him. That'd be crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
No, I'm saying like even like let's just say, like I know that this is a very hard question, right?
Yeah.
But like let's just say there was no brother. It was just you. You know what I'm saying?
Only child type
Yeah,
shit.
only child, and
Yeah.
he never existed, but you knew that he did type thing. Like
where like, all right, in a scenario like that.
Yes.
I feel like shit. I'd probably be alone as hell in the crib. Cause like that's who I be with most of the time. So it's like,
you think you'd be doing this clothing and being an artist if it wasn't?
I still be doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still be doing that.
Do you think it would be a different brand name?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly, but
Single Pistol.
nah, imagine. Nah, it probably still would have been Pair of Pistols.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't even want to think like that.
Yeah.
Tell you shit, but
that shows how much he means to you. You know what I mean? That
shit.
shows that like you care about him, and you know what I mean. Like
it's my heart.
Exactly. So, what do you feel like is the hardest thing about having a clothing brand as well as being an artist?
The hardest thing, shit, getting that one drop that just blew up, or that one song that just, because once you got that, then it's just about just maintaining that. That little viral moment or that one good drop where it's like, damn, this is just so hard. celebrities want to buy it. Now, for me, that type of shit, I think it's just getting known. Because I feel like if you got the creativity and you got the discipline, the hard work, and the consistency to just keep going, and you know you believe in yourself, I feel like it's going to happen. It's just not going to happen when you want it to happen. You feel me? That's the thing. Niggas getting impatient. Like, I be getting impatient as fuck. And, like, I be having, like, perfectionism. Like, I be wanting my shit to be so perfect. Like, when it comes to my music, I'll play that shit. Like, before y'all hear it, I'll play that shit, like, 2,000 times, back-to-back, looping that shit. Like, do I really want to drop this? Is this shit really hard? Feel me? And then I'll send it to, like, a few people that I know.
Yeah.
And then with close shit, too, it's like, I don't want to release bullshit because, like, once you release that, it's like, damn, that's the last thing they're going to have of you. So it's like, save some shit. It's kind of like, it's going to be like, next time you drop it, it's like, it might be shit again. I don't want to hear that shit no more.
Yeah,
Feel
yeah.
me? So you got to make sure you just know what you're doing. And be smart with that shit.
What's the, what is it that wakes you up every day to do what you're doing?
God. Shit, my mom. Shit, yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
God and my mom, for real, for real. I just want to see her happy. And for me, and just, I want her to be able to live that lifestyle she want to live. Like, she don't need to be on no depression, on no stressing out about no bill and nothing crazy. For me, I want her to just be straight. Like, she just travel, chill with her little girlfriends, and have fun. And then, you know what I mean, God, just, that's a given. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So you speak about your mom, right? And
Yeah.
the fact that she's the reason you wake up every day.
Yeah.
It might be a dumb question to some, but like, why is that? Why does she hold such a great place? And I know the answer.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like, I would love for you to just get into what she means to you.
Shit, she meant a lot. It's like, for me, from the outside looking in, people don't really know like what be going on in niggas' houses and shit, especially like growing up and shit. But like, I just know like the shit that we been through and all that is like, she don't deserve that shit. You feel me? I know she deserve better than that. Especially being a single mom, had to do that shit all by herself. 4 kids, all boys. Shit crazy. So yeah.
All right. So, what do you see in yourself? Like, what is it that you have in you that really, I don't know, like, just created this amazing individual? Like, cause you know what I mean? Like, I fuck with you 100. Like, you're awesome.
Appreciate you, Ken.
You're a genuine individual. You really put yourself out there, and like a lot of people are scared to do that. I feel especially here in Carteret.
Yeah, Carteret.
Like, you know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people don't put themselves out there, or they talk shit about everybody else around them. So, how are you able to do that?
Not wasting my talent. You can't waste your talent, bro. A lot of people either was from like playing basketball, or they used to rap, or they used to have a clothing brand. Like, it was just little shit, and I feel like people shouldn't have gave up. It's like specifically for our hometown. Like, you feel me? Like, a lot of people just gave up and just said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just get this job and just hope for the best." Feel me?
Yeah.
Cause you gotta know going into it. It's like, especially if it ain't a doctor or a lawyer, you got to be struggling for a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
you ain't gonna really be traveling like that. You ain't gonna be going out to eat like that. It's just gonna be work, probably chill with your friends here and there, and then wake up, do the same shit. So I'm thinking, like, you gotta just not waste your talent, bro. If you know you got talent, you know you could do this shit. Like, generally, you know, like, yo, if I really tried all my hardest, like, I know I can make this shit. Like, do it.
Yeah.
Just do it, bro. Literally.
I think that's a thing that people forget. Like, that I don't know if we spoke about in the beginning or if we spoke about off camera, but the fact is that people just, like you said, they give up.
Yeah.
Like, they are too afraid of, and it's crazy, but I feel like people are too afraid of failing and looking like a failure.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not, got people.
Yo, that's a fact.
Like, people are so afraid. It's not that they're failing. It's just the fact that they don't want to see other people see them fail.
Exactly. Like, on some shit where it's like, I don't know, they want to keep an image on themselves.
Exactly.
And they don't want to, like, ruin that by, like, oh, I dropped this new brand, and then no one supported it, and it's like, oh, shit, I look dumb as fuck on the ground right now. nobody's supporting my shit. I'm just posting for nobody.
Exactly.
You feel me?
And the crazy part is that ever since, like for myself, I would love to hear from your point of view. But as soon as I knew, I was like, yo, I'm gonna post this podcast and shit on my main page, just to throw it out there.
Yeah.
I got like 1,000, 1,500, something like that followers, bro. And I was like, they're gonna find this annoying.
Yeah.
They're gonna see this and be like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Another one. You know what I mean? Trying to do something. And then I started not to
wants
give.
To be somebody in life. Oh my God. You feel me?
I stopped, bro. You have to stop giving a fuck about what anybody thinks to do something like this. Because at the end of the day, if I decided, damn, I look corny. If I look corny, right, trying to pursue something I want to do, right, but I gained 300 followers in a little over a month.
Facts.
People ain't doing that. Like, I don't think people are realizing that, and it's genuine growth. Yeah. It's not that I'm over here doing crazy shit.
It's not overnight. You gotta put
exactly, bro.
And even that too. Like when you said like looking corny, is like they might not even think you look corny.
Exactly.
But like you'll put that shit in your head and you'll replay that shit until it's the truth, and then you be like, you know what, fuck this shit, archive it. I'm back on what I was doing before, which was just nothing probably.
Exactly.
So,
did you ever experience that? Like because I feel like you said it. You were like, I listened to it 2,000 times before I even post a song.
Yeah.
I review all of my clothing before I post my clothing. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, I want my best stuff to be out.
Yeah.
So is there ever a point where you're just like, you ever thought those thoughts before, and how did you overcome those thoughts?
I feel like you're not human if you don't. Like everyone, like shit, like opinions is going to like kind of get to you a little bit, but like you just gotta get tough skin. And like I feel like if you care too much about other people's opinions, like obviously a little bit, like if you ask, you ask. Like if you just genuinely ask and everyone like it's like all right, word. But like if you know you good and you know you got somewhat talent, it's like just do this shit. But you can't worry about nobody's opinions because they gonna have an opinion regardless. Whether it's good or bad, they gonna have an opinion. It's never gonna stop. Like someone's always gonna have an opinion about you, so you better off just doing it. If you genuinely want to do it, you say you want to do it, right? So fuck it, they can do it.
Exactly.
Shit.
Was there ever a point when you started? Because I feel like when you're passionate about something, even when you're sleeping, you're thinking about it.
What?
So when it comes to clothing, because you said that's really your passion, right?
Yeah.
When it comes to clothing, was there ever a time where you just like there was nights you couldn't sleep because you were just like, I have to do this, or just nights where you fell asleep and you woke up having a dream about this?
Yeah. Just late nights, just thinking about the shit over like 4 in the morning, like damn, bro, like this shit could really happen, like, or just thinking about the next move, like how I want to go about this shit, how I'm gonna get it done. Cause like, especially late night, you could just when everyone's asleep and quiet, you could just think to yourself and just be in your head. For some people, that fucked them up. Like some people can't be alone with their thoughts. That's why they always gotta be around somebody. But I could be alone. I could enjoy my own company. Like I like being around people, but I can enjoy my own. Like I don't hate myself, so I don't care. You feel me? I don't know. I guess it's different for other people, but yeah.
So what advice would you give to somebody trying to pursue a creative field, whether it's artist, clothing brand, podcaster, influencer, makeup guru, a whole bunch of different things, just all creative fields? What is one thing that you feel like is key in order to really get yourself out there, or just like an experience you went through that was like you had to get through?
Honestly, faith, consistency, hard work, bro. Have faith in yourself, be consistent in what you're doing, and make sure it's hard work, bro. And you should be straight. It's just not, like I said, it's not gonna happen when you want it to happen. It's gonna happen though. That's what it be. People get caught up. It's like you seeing people's success stories in your face right there on Instagram. You seeing them flexing this and that. You feel like, damn, that need to be me. You get mad and impatient, and then you feel like if what you dropping ain't hitting at the same person you comparing yourself to, it's like, this shit ass. You just gotta have faith in yourself and be consistent. That's the main two things: faith and consistency, bro.
I feel like a lot of people, they, like you said, they see people on Instagram and they automatically lose faith because somebody else made it, right?
Comparison is the thief of joy, for sure. So,
literally, bro, I think people forget. There's so many people on Earth, right? Yeah. Like, there's billions of people on Earth, and not every single person is fucking with one thing.
Yeah.
Everybody has different tastes, and like you might be that taste. You know what I
Facts.
mean? Like they might. Oh, look at look at.
That too. I want to say something like.
Nah, you go.
You
ahead.
don't need the whole world to fuck with you. You just need your niche audience. Like, all you need is your cult. Like, it's so many. Like I said, I bring up Slime Cito. You don't know him from a can of paint, but he got 100-some K on the gram. So people know him, but the world don't know him. But that don't mean he can't eat. Feel me? Niggas still successful. Niggas is still making it in life. Like, you don't need the whole world. It's 8 billion people on the planet, bro. 8 billion people still ain't gonna know you. It's famous people that people still don't know from a can of paint, a fly on the wall.
And that's what people don't realize. People just think that, like, for example, Drake. I don't even want to say Drake. Let's do Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny, one of the most famous Hispanic artists out right now.
I didn't even know him like that.
Exactly. But that's the
shit.
point. That's the crazy
Until
thing.
he got in my face, I'm like, damn, this nigga really rocking this shit.
Bro, and then it's that the fact that people don't realize not everybody knows everybody.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like, you could be the biggest artist in the world. Not everybody knows who Drake is. Like, there's
Facts.
people in different parts of the world that don't know who he is. And it's not because they choose not to know him. It's because they literally don't know him.
Don't.
Like, people can tend to get in their own heads.
Exactly.
For example, somebody, not artist, but a YouTuber, Mr. Beast. Tons of people know him.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody in the world knows who he is, but he has millions of followers.
He's a prime example of that too. Like, a lot of people don't know who that is. Like, I know who he is, but
bro,
he's that guy.
Sick, bro.
If y'all don't know that he's that
millions.
guy. He got that, yeah. He got that, yeah.
Millions of followers, and there's still people that don't know him. Stop thinking about Stop thinking about what you said.
Too, people be like, know how their friends talk shit, and they like when they post this shit and their friends see it, he probably like that shit ass as fuck and da da da. You feel me? You gotta, I don't know. It's really people's opinions that get people.
Yeah.
That make people want to stop doing what they doing.
My biggest advice is post it. Post or do what you were about to do, and see what happens. Try it. Give it 2 to 3 months. And if you get nothing, when I say nothing, I mean no like, no
nothing.
comment, no follow in 3 months, I understand. But I guarantee you there's going to be somebody, at least one person, and I'm saying at least because I know that there's going to be more.
Yeah.
By the end of the day, you give at least 3 months of hard work and dedication and no joking around, going full 100%, people are going to fuck with you. And stop listening to your friends, because sometimes your friends aren't your friends.
That's what I say. A lot of niggas, you said it best. I ain't gonna say too much shit.
But we are coming to an end. I just wanted to get to I really want to get into your clothing brand, because I feel like we spoke a little bit about, being in the studio and what life is like and everything.
Yeah.
So how did the concept of a pair of pistols come about?
So, all right. So how it started, it was me first made a pair of pistols. It was to sell like vintage designer clothes. So we were just selling that, reselling it, and then, but everyone that like knew about the shit or just knew us was always like, yo, y'all niggas be fly as hell. I might just make clothes. And we kept saying like, yo, we gonna do it, but like when the time right. But there's no perfect time to start for me. So like one day we was just like, yo, you might as well just make our own shit. Like, just fuck it. Cause like, and it's easier too, because like the shit that we was selling, like, especially like now, it's so like oversaturated and everyone's buying this shit, so it's kind of hard to source clothes to resell.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm like, yeah, fuck it. It's way easier and cheaper. It's like you save more money doing it like that.
Yeah.
Compared to like buying designer, cause some people will tax you for the shit you about to sell. Feel me? So yeah.
So, did we speak about on camera how you came up with, how did the name Pair of Pistols come out?
Nah.
So how did the Pair of Pistols, the name of it, come?
So, all right. So when we was coming up with a name, I definitely wanted something that was gonna ring in people's bell, like pair of pistols, like 2 guns. Like people ain't gonna forget 2 guns. It's like 2 guns. Sound some shit. And I really wanted. I forgot what it was like thing where it's like, what's it called? When like the first 2 letters like alliterate. That's what it's like. That word, like when the first 2.
I know what you say. I get
letters
what you're
match.
saying. I don't know
like
the word,
that.
but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, that shit. I was trying to make sure I had that, and I forgot because I was watching some, and then I was like pair of pistols, And then that shit just like, nah, that shit sound kind of hard.
Yeah.
See if the username was available. That shit was available. I showed my brother. He was like, yeah, this shit hard. I'm jacking it too. And then niggas just ran with that shit.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So we are coming to an end. The last question I'm gonna leave you off with is well, who is Sammad, and who do you want people to what do you want people to know about you, and what makes you who you are?
What makes me who I am? Just everything niggas been through, like from the ups and downs, the good, bad, the ugly. So much shit that niggas even get to talk about, but you know. And what was the shit you said before that?
So basically, like, if you had to let the world know who you are in just a few words, or just a couple, you know what I mean? Like, what do you want the world to know about you?
I'm all that and then some. Tall, dark, and handsome. Fly shit only. Pretty shit only.
Well,
nah, for real though, just awesome. Just for me, just lay back, chill. Like, you don't really gotta, feel me? It don't take much to reach out to me. I'll answer anybody DMs. I don't care. Like, this genuine person. Like, I just want to be creative, have fun with this shit. Don't take life too serious. Like, yeah, don't stress, bro.
Okay.
Like, life ain't as deep as people be trying to make it seem.
Yeah.
People be really just thinking
In
too
their own
hard.
head,
Bro.
yeah.
Like, yeah, just gotta relax, bro.
Well, you mentioned something just a second ago where there's a few things that you weren't able to get into, right?
Yeah.
What is it that you want to get into?
Nah, it's for like the struggle stories. Like,
So tell me about. So that's the question I meant.
shit.
That was the one in the that wasn't the one in the beginning, but you talked about inspirations.
Nah, yeah.
But so what was life like growing up? For the last question, what was life like growing up? Struggles and everything.
It's been times for me. Water cut off. Times niggas didn't have a crib. Niggas is staying in motels and all types of crazy shit like that. Like, it's had to sleep at this person's crib or that person's crib. This little shit, like, for me, dad was in our jail. He just now came home, like, what, almost a year ago. But he was doing like 10 years. And before that, in and out. So, yeah, little shit like that. I'll leave it at that, right? Play straight.
I'm guessing that motivates you every day to make sure that correct me if I'm wrong, but you want to be what your dad couldn't be for your mother.
Yeah.
You want to be you know what I mean, a better individual.
Basically.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Be a stand-up, you a person to be out in the public and just show your real you.
I just want my name to hold weight. I want to, like, when people hear Sammad Craft, it's like, he's that guy, bro. Like, he really did that. Like, I just want to put a dent in the world. You feel me? Something that when I die, people can look back to. That's why I make these clothes, too, because it's like, when I die, they still going to have this. The music, too, like, this podcast, this interview, like, they can look back at this shit and, like, you don't know what this shit going to do in 10 years. This shit might hit an M.
Exactly.
No funny shit, so.
Just got to keep going.
Yeah,
Both
keep
of
going,
us.
Bro.
So, I'm going to end it off here.
I bet.
Right? So, this is before I end it off, the camera is yours.
Yeah.
Anything you have going on, anything that you need to say, camera is all yours.
I bet. So, we dropping these hoodies this month. It's only 12 of these. So, this is 2 out of 12. It got, I don't know if the camera gonna get it, but pair of pistols embroidered on the hood. 1 out of 12 on the sleeves. And we're gonna have crew necks and a zip-up hoodie. So, and the brand name is Pair of Pistols. It's Pair of Pistols on the Instagram. My Instagram is Samadc, SAMADC. And I just dropped a new single called Dead to Me, so get that on SoundCloud. Link in bio.
I'll make sure to put all your links in the bio
bet.
for your Instagram and everything. So, yeah.
Tape coming soon.
Okay.
I'm jacking out. And music videos, too. We on all that. Yeah.
Cool.
I bet.
All right. You just gotta let them know. You gotta let them know.
Yeah, gotta let them know.
All right. So, I'm your host, Lester Class. This is the Community Pod. I had Sammad. You were amazing. I just gotta say, before you all click off the video, please subscribe, leave a review if you're watching on any audio platforms. It is highly appreciated. And last but not least, if you are new here at the Community Pod, welcome to the Community Pod. And we're out. Peace.
Yeah. That was fire.